Alright, now that we have tackled some 2 by 1 multiplication and 3 by 1 multiplication, I think we are ready to square numbers and square 2-digit numbers. Let me be specific because I don't think we are still ready for 3-digit squaring, although I'll definitely teach you to it and probably some other day. Alright, let me start squaring numbers with a familiar number whose square you might already know, 12. What is 12 squared? 12 squared is 144, right? But I want to show you some other method with which you can square very quickly in your head, most importantly, and it can be any 2-digit number. You just have to know 2 skills. One is you should know your basic multiplication, and you should know your 2 by 1 multiplication, and a little bit of concentration, right? Alright, let me show you a way to square 12 some other style. Now, what is 12 closest to, and the easy number with which you can multiply? And everyone will answer me that's just 10. So I'll write 10 right here. But wait, now I'll multiply 10 by the distance I just went back. So I went -2 back here. So I'll add 2 to get 14. And once I have 14, I will multiply 10 times 14. 10 times 14, and that's very easy. 10 times 14 is just 140, right? But wait, are we done yet? No, we are 4 behind. And what is 4 in this case? It's just this, or the distance we went up or down squared, and that's 4 and 144. Let me do another example if I've confused you. I think examples will make it more sensible. Let me do 16 square, and we know that it's 256, but let me show you by this method. And this is all Vedic multiplication, right? These all methods I have not discovered these, and I really feel very proud that these methods were discovered in India, nevertheless. Alright, what is 16 closest to? In this case, it is close to 10, but it is even closer to 20. So I'll take the base as 20. How much I have added? I have added 4. So I subtract the same amount. I subtract 4 to get 12. Now what I do? I do 12 times 20. I do 12 times 20. And I get... That's not easy either. We know our 2 by 1 multiplication skills. We can just ignore this 0 and add it later. We do 12 times 2, which is 20 plus 4, which is 24. And add this 0 at the end. This 0 right here. 240. But are we done yet? No, because we still have to square this thing, the distance. Or even if you square this, negative times negative or negative squared is always positive. So both of these should give you the same answer, and the answer would be 256. So 16 squared is 256. Let me do one simple one, and after that we'll go into a little bit complex examples. Right, let me think. Let me do 14 squared, and these are just random numbers. 14 squared. What is 14 squared? The same method. Now 14 in this case is closer to what? It is closest to 10. So we'll go 10 down, so we minus 4, and then we add 4 here, so we get 18. The same thing we added here, and then we multiply it right here to get 10 times 18 to get 180. But wait, are we done yet? No, because we still have to add this, and this, by this I mean 4 squared. And what is 4 squared? It's 16, and it's 196, and 14 squared indeed is 196. Now that we have our base very firm, let me do some complex one, the squares which you might already not know. For example, 85 squared. What is 85 squared? Let us find out by the good old method. 85 squared. Actually, if you have watched the introduction to mental math video, this might seem very easy to you. 85 times 85 is same thing as writing 25 at the end and then multiplying 8 times 9, which is 72, right? I admit that this didn't make use of our method, but you could try it by this method. Let me try it actually. It's 80 times 90, and I have just subtracted 5. I've added 5, and you do 80 times 90 to get 7200, and add 5 squared, so 7200 plus 5 squared, which is 25, to get 7225, and that's the same thing as that. Hope you enjoyed that quick one. Let me do 89 squared. Now you might not know this, and there's no easy method such as this or this we did. So what we will do, I'll write down 89. We will add 1 because 90 is the closest, and we love zeros, right? Let me draw a small smiley in there. I hope you can see it. Alright, it's 88 here. I have subtracted 1. Now what I do? Now I multiply 90 times 88, and you'll say, hey dude, you have not taught me how do you do 2 by 2 multiplication. How am I supposed to do this? But it's actually quite easy, because you ignore this 0 right here and you write it at the end. Now you do 9 times 88, and you know 2 by 1, right? What is 9 times 88? Let me do it. 9 times 88 should be 720 plus 72. 720 plus 72, 720. Let me make sure it's right. 792. Is it right? Let me do some quick aside so that you also confirm it's right. It's 72 here. 0 is 72. I get 779. Yes, that's right. 7,920. I'm sorry if I wasted some time of yours. But wait, are we done yet? No. We have to add 1 squared, which is always 1, and the final answer is 7,921. Hope you're following it. Let me do a last one. Let me make it 99 squared, and this is really easy if you see, because let me do it mentally this time, and I hope you follow it with me. I encourage you to pause and do it yourself, but let me do it and listen to me carefully as I do this problem. 99 squared, what is the nearest closest number? Easiest to multiply. It's 100, so I add 1. Now that I've added 1, I have to subtract 1, which is a 98. 99 minus 1 is 98. Now I multiply 98 times 100 to get 9,800. 9,800, but am I done? No, I have to add 1, so the answer would be 9,801. Right? Let me pose a final question in front of you, and I encourage you to post its answer in the comment section or send it to me via email. Do whatever you want with this. Tell me what is 79. Did I do 79? I don't think so. 79 squared. Let me make sure I didn't do 79. Yes, I didn't do. Tell me 79 squared, and I leave it up to you. Thank you for joining me. See ya.